Act One of Eunuchus, The Eunuch, by Terrence. Translated by Henry Thomas Riley. This is a Librivox recording. All Librivox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Dramatis Personae.
Lashes, an aged Athenian. Read by Jim Locke.
Phaedria, his son. Read by Aaron White.
Kyria, his son. Read by Thomas Peter.
Antipho, a young man, friend of Cheria. Read by Campbell Shelp.
Cremes, a young man, brother of Pamphila. Read by Owen Cook.
Thraso, a boastful captain. Read by Alan Mapstone.
Gnatho, a parasite. Read by Todd.
Parmeno, servant of Phaedria. Read by K-Hand.
Sanga, cook to Thraso. Read by Sandra Schmidt.
Doris, a eunuch slave. Read by Frédéric Surget.
Thais, a courtesan. Read by Phone.
Pythias, her attendant. Read by Sonia.
Dorias, her attendant. Read by Lian Yao. Sophrona, a nurse. Read by Lian Yao.
Stage directions read by Larry Wilson. Scene: Athens, before the houses of Laches and Thais. The title of the play. Performed at the Megalensian Games. L. Prothumius Albinus and L. Cornelius Merula being Cerule Aedilis. L. Ambivius Turpio and L. Attilius Bresnestinus performed it. Flaccus, the freedman of Claudius, composed the music to 2 treble flutes, from the Greek of Menander. It was acted twice, M. Valerius and C. Fannius being consuls. The Prologue. If there is any one who desires to please as many good men as possible, and to give offence to extremely few, among those does our poet enroll his name. Next, if there is one who thinks that language too harsh is here applied to him, let him bear this in mind, that it is an answer, not an attack, inasmuch as he has himself been the first aggressor, who by translating plays verbally and writing them in bad Latin has made out of good Greek plays Latin ones by no means good, just as of late he has published the Phasma, the apparition, of Menander, and in the Thesaurus, the treasure, has described him from whom the gold is demanded, as pleading his cause why it should be deemed his own, before the person who demands it has stated how this treasure belongs to him, or how it came into the tomb of his father. Henceforward let him not deceive himself or fancy thus, I have now done with it, there's nothing that he can say to me. I recommend him not to be mistaken, and to refrain from provoking me. I have many other points as to which for the present he shall be pardoned, which, however, shall be brought forward hereafter, if he persists in attacking me as he has begun to do. After Aediles has purchased the Eunuch of Menander, the play which we are about to perform, he managed to get an opportunity of viewing it. When the magistrates were present, it began to be performed. He exclaimed that a thief, no poet, had produced the piece, but still had not deceived him, that in fact it was Colax, an old play of Plautus, and that from it were taken the characters of the parasite and the captain. If this is a fault, the fault is the ignorance of the poet, not that he intended to be guilty of theft. That so it is, you will now be enabled to judge. The Colax is a play of Menander's. In it there is Colax, a parasite, and a braggart captain. He does not deny that he has transferred these characters into his eunuch from the Greek, but assuredly he does deny this, that he was aware that those pieces had been already translated into Latin. But if it is not permitted us to use the same characters as others, how can it any more be allowed to represent hurrying servants, to describe virtuous matrons, artful courtesans, the gluttonous parasite, the braggart captain, the infant palmed off, the old man cajoled by the servant, about love, hatred, suspicion? In fine, nothing is said now that has not been said before. Wherefore it is but just that you should know this, and make allowance, if the moderns do what the ancients used to do. Grant me your attention, and give heed
Sample complete. Ready to continue?